Good morning, viewers. You're welcome to a fresh episode of DDM Morning Show in a new week. As always, I am joined by DDM News analyst Ibrahim Umar Wase. Ibrahim, you're welcome to DDM Morning Show today.
Thank you, Mr. Tochukurafel. Good morning, Nigerians.
All right, today is Monday, August 25th, 2025, and we offer you these interesting stories. North Central All Progressives Congress, APC Forum, has issued a stark warning to President Bola Tinubu on August 22, 2025, urging him not to drop Vice President Kashim Shettima as his running mate for the 2027 presidential election. The forum cautioned that altering the Muslim-Muslim ticket arrangement could lead to a loss of up to 80% of the northern Muslim votes, the party's crucial electoral base in that region. The warning was communicated in the statement released in Abuja by the forum's chairman, Alhaji Saleh Zazaga. The group insisted on maintaining the status quo, highlighting that the successful Muslim-Muslim ticket in the 2023 election was instrumental in Tinubu's victory. They argued that the current agitation for Shettima's replacement, largely fueled by critics who did not vote for Tinubu in 2023, lacks genuine concern for the party's success and is driven by mischief and political sabotage. Zazaga posed a critical question to the skeptics. Even if Tinubu drops Shettima for a Christian candidate, what guarantees exist that voters who supported opposition candidate Peter Obi in 2023 would shift their allegiance to Tinubu? The forum pointed to the continued strong support for Shettima and the Muslim-Muslim ticket in the north-central Nigeria and stressed the presence of influential Christians in the APC government from the Middle Belt, dispelling fears of alienating that region. Now, the Muslim-Muslim ticket featuring Tinubu and Shettima, both northern Muslims, sparked controversy during the 2023 election, but ultimately contributed to APC's victory. The critics argue that the ticket risks alienating the Christian electorate, especially in the Middle Belt and southern Nigeria. Since then, discussions have intensified within the APC on whether to retain Shettima or replace him to broaden voter appeal. All right, Mr. Due Process, let's have your take on this.
Yes, in respect to whether Tinubu should retain Shettima as a VP or he chooses a Christian northerner as VP, whichever arrangement that is being adopted, it will not stop Tinubu from sinking. Whether he retains Shettima already, the relationship is sour already as it is. Even with the news of possibility of being replaced alone, have an effect. It has cracked the relationship, and I don't see it mending, even in pretense, because Shettima has already gone into the Cold War. By his silence over the few months now, there has been, close Cold War between them, and I don't see that ending anytime soon. On the part of Nigerian people that decide the bulk of who wins at the poll is, it doesn't make a difference because over the years, election upon election, Nigerian people have always been at the receiving end. We've learned that no tribe, no religion buys bread cheaper. Right. On this basis, anyone that is still doing calculation on the basis of religion, basis of tribe, will fail. It is what you are bringing to the table, right? That if you are not there before, and if you are there now, and you are still promising as if you are in the campaign mode, sorry. Nigerians are hungry and they need solution. They don't need promises. You can't be in the helm of affair. I watched a video where Remi Tinubu's convoy, over 100 jeeps in Lagos just yesterday, right? So it should be the frontliner, the headliner that should make it around on the national dailies, not who Tinubu decides to choose. Even if he lies, he should choose Jesus Christ as his running mate. Tinubu will lose. Even if he lies, he should choose Muhammad as his running mate. Doesn't stop Tinubu from losing. So the fact remains that Tinubu has failed. He has failed the majority of the Nigerian people. He has failed the southwestern states, because if you check out the number of critics that have come out to criticize the Tinubu administration, they are chunk of southwestern elites as well. Elites in this case says not necessarily by financial classification, it's based on intellectual classification. You have elites who come out to castigate his performance. There is shortfall of expectation. He has failed, he has failed, he has failed massively. In the North, he has no appeal. They are angry with him. You know, there is an uprising in the North now. Anything that has to do with Tinubu, they don't want to see it. If they see the signpost, they'll destroy it. If they see the billboard, they'll destroy it. If they see any campaign vehicle, they will likely destroy it. So, is it in the middle belts that are always at the receiving ends of this Fulani headers, this insecurity? You know, I was trying to make a connect between Benue and Lagos to find out the next available some of these GFI that transports pepper to Lagos, so that while returning back, they could come back with some goods from Ibadan. But I realized that the various feedback I got was that there's a drastic drop in this transaction. Many people have fallen off from the business because of the huge insecurity in Benue State. That is one. Two, because of the logistics involved. So you see, when the economy is falling, this one goes beyond whitewashing. What is being done for the Tinubu-led administration of social media by somebody paid cash degrees, not even activists. Because activists are people that stand for the freedom of humanity without necessarily being paid for it. Right? But these ones are being paid 20,000 per month to keep singing the praises. I watched a video where a governor of Ekiti State was lamenting badly that some of them are being paid, whereas they on the social media, they watch how they abuse the hell out of them without responding. He has confirmed the assertion that there are sections of the social medias that are being paid to whitewash their image. So what am I saying in essence? No matter whichever whose choice of people is being paid, it has no correlation with the outcome of 2027. Besides, it's not as if Tinubu even won in 2023. Right? The few voters that he got are more likely not to vote for him than to repeat the same mistake of 2023. And of course, those who did not vote for him, they'll be having more confidence never to consider voting for him. You can see how close, how narrow the opportunity of Tinubu going back in 2027 is. So, whichever choice of 2027 is not an issue, it's going to fail.
All right, it's going to fail, but that is not the thinking of some people. Now, let's take two reactions from Nigerians regarding this matter. Dr. Stanley says, Muslim ticket does not necessarily mean Shettima. Shettima could be replaced with an even more popular Muslim, end of quote. Now, one more quotation from Faradar, who says, you guys are just making a noise on a daily basis, undermining the strength of Tinubu is the greatest mistake you people are making. It would take magic for Obi or any opposition to enter Asarok. The only solution to stop this Tinubu and his demonic APC dynasty is a serious revolution, not coalition. Tinubu is a weapon formed against the growth of Nigeria. You guys want to challenge someone who has successfully captured INEC, judiciary, and security with mere words. Now, before I move to Mr. Ibrahim, due process, do you have any thing to lift from these quotations? Because he talked about even if Tinubu replaces or waves aside his current running mate, his current vice president, he could replace him with even more popular person. That is the point to note. And then the fact that the APC might have hijacked the judiciary and INEC.
Yes, replacing Shettima with a more, widely accepted Muslim, of course, in the old narrative of religious politicking, it would be a wise decision. But what I'm saying in essence, I'm speaking based on the reality of the streets today. I've interacted with a number of, even today, I've received a call from Niger. He's not a Christian, he's a Muslim. He told me he has traveled from Lokoja back to Rafi. His local government is under insecurity. He told me he's gone there to get the structure of the local government and sent to me voluntarily. These are the things I'm talking about. So when people make the joke that voting will still go the line of religion, I don't look at them because they don't know what they're doing. Of course, there will be a set of fanatics that will always agree on the religious circle of decision making, even if their life is going for it. That is the fanaticism aspect of it. They are so fanatical that they don't care about their own welfareism. They care rather than, yes, let it be ruled by both Muslim president and Muslim vice president. That is all there. I know there are a set of those people. And those set of people, they are not people that you can heal overnight, right? Knowledge comes by learning and unlearning as well. So with time, the effect, the message, the psyche in the north is changing. It's changing drastically. And the uprising that will be meted on any vote trigger come 2027 will be unimaginable. That is it. Obasanjo has repeatedly said we are sitting on the keg of a gunpowder. I see that happening in 2027. Should there be ongoing rigging plans, which I know a thief can never stop being a thief. But all days for the thief, one day for the owner. That one day I see it coming in 2027.
Thank you very much. Mr. Ibrahim.
All right, Mr. Tochukwurafel, with regards to whether giving a Muslim the tickets to be the running mate of Bola Tinubu in 2027, whether it's going to make impact or it's not going to make any impact. With regard to that, clearly it will make an impact. That's the fact, most especially if they found somebody who is considered or who is accepted in northern part of Nigeria. That's the reality of things. I belongs to the region and I know the thinking of the common man there. It will make a huge impact. And political expediency-wise, it is a very, very strong move and strategic for him if he could do that. If he could change Tinubu, Shettima with a Christian in northern part of Nigeria, I don't think it will yield any positive result for him. Because I understand the fact that people are suffering in Nigeria, everywhere in the country. But I also understand the fact that Nigerians, up to now, they are not matured politically to do away with sentiments in choosing a leader. There are very few, and it is across the board, not just northern part of Nigeria. I would like to make some correction because that's the belief, general belief of people of southern part of Nigeria, that it is because of lack of enlightenment that maybe most of the people in northern part of Nigeria resolve to voting for, on the basics of religion or ethnicity or tribe or region. It is not like that. That's intellectually disingenuous to say that, because record has shown that it happens all over the country. Nigerians are more clinging to their sentiment. And it is not only in Nigeria. Political science has it that there are 4 different categories of voters. The first category of voters are those who vote for a candidate based on sentiment, and they form the larger portion of the electorate. Then the second portion are those who vote because of their interests, and That's the portion that form the political class. And the third portion are those who vote for candidates based on competence and capacity. And this form the intellectual class. And the last class are those who are not completely decisive. They are waiting for anybody to come and influence them among the first three. So going by that, it is not only peculiar to Nigeria or another part of Nigeria. It is peculiar to everywhere. That's why we say politics is an emotional investment. The person that invests more in the people has the highest number of votes. So it is not only northern part of Nigeria, sadly, and there is that distrust fueled by genuine concern from both the region. Last time I was giving you an example with the role played by our activists in Nigeria, most of our activists, and the role played by our leaders to divide the people. And I said both the activists and the politicians play the same role. The only difference is that the politicians are doing it deliberately because they know they are playing the game. While the activists, they are being lured into playing the game, and it is favoring the politicians. The politicians are being accused of what we call selective persecution. For example, if you as an Igbo person did something wrong, so they will just go straight to the point, like, cha, they will arrest you. But if me as a Hausa man did the same thing, they will be like going like this in a zigzag shape. Even if at all, they will arrest me. That's what we call selective persecution. But the activists, they are also accused of selective morality. And it is even more wrong than selective persecution. If something happened to a particular group of people, they don't give a damn about it. If the same thing happened to a particular different particular group of people that they choose to talk about, then they start talking about it. And the people that belongs to that category of people that feel that, no, these people hate me, will never trust them. And trust is the most expensive treasure in the world. So, for example, I gave an example with what happened in Urumi the last time. And some people, activists, will come online and be justifying some of the things that happen. That's lazy activism. So everybody from the north that will look at it, people like me that fought and I'm being consistent in all front, whether it happened in the north or it happened in the south. Once I see that, I will see that these people just hate me. Because the only reality here, the only consistent pattern is that when it happened to me, they don't care. So why should I care about what they are advocating for? That means they themselves, they are not less than the politicians. Why wouldn't I then align with the people that show more love to me than those who clearly show that they hate me? And that's what an average northerner is suffering from. And that's the reality of things. It is not about enlightenment. Let me tell you categorically, an average northerner is more enlightened, is more politically oriented than a southerner. And we know how to play the game more than any other person in the country. It is a fact. So it is not about enlightenment, it's about trust. The people that are advocating for that, how much are we going to trust them and what they have been advocating for? So that's why I tend to sit with a lot of people, trying to convince them that Peter Obi is the right candidate. They have nothing to say about him. Most of the criticism come based on what people posted. The type of people that are championing his cause. They are not consistent. They hate us. They don't like us. So why should we trust him? So the trust issue is the biggest problem we have in Nigeria. And that's the root cause of the problem. That's the crux of the problem, not the enlightenment issue. Because when Buhari came on board 2015, him and Goodluck Jonathan, if we're talking about credibility at that time, there is nobody that would tell me categorically at that time, before Buhari became president, that Goodluck Jonathan had a better credential than him. And I can tell you the credential he had at the time. He served Nigeria before he contested 2015. He had the same, I think there is no other candidate apart from Peter Obi that has the financial frugality, the record he has in Nigeria. And he did well in most of the places he served. But the people of southern part of Nigeria, vast majority of them did not support him. And clearly it was based on sentiment at that time. And it would be gullible of a northerner to say it was because they are not enlightened. maybe if they are enlightened, they will see the way we are seeing. No, it is sentiment, clearly. So it is the same thing that is happening to an average northerner today. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Ibrahim. All right, viewers, thanks for your contribution also and your time. If you love this video, do not hesitate to hit the like button, make your comments, share the video, and subscribe to our channel, DDM TV, for you to get more insights on trending stories in Nigeria and beyond. I'm Toshku Raphael, joined by Ibrahim Umawase. See you tomorrow for a fresh edition. Bye-bye.